Hey everybody, I was just wanting to take a minute to say hey to you guys and talk to you a few minutes about something that I've been thinking about. I was listening to a sermon this morning, and just things I was hearing was bringing things to my mind and something that I wanted to share. We are actually at St. George this week for the next week, and we have been so excited about coming. And excuse my voice, I sound like a bullfrog, I know, but whatever. But we have come down to St. George, to the beach house, and we're so excited. We were seeing videos and pictures of how beautiful the water was. So crystal clear. We were just so excited because we had never seen it that clear when we came here before. Or I had not. So excited, so excited. And if anybody knows the storms that are heading this way, let me just show you something. Hold on. I don't know if you can tell, you know how cameras are. Do you see? Do you see how lovely it is out there today? And you know, it's easy to get discouraged in times in your life. And I guess what made me think of this, because something I heard earlier was, you know, how 2020 has been. And we all joke about 2020 and 2020 this, oh, this is 2020, what the 2020, and all of this, all of the jokes and the memes and the discouragement about 2020 and how it has been. And it made me think of the scripture about the power of life and death is in the tongue, and that we can speak curses or we can speak blessings. And that I wanted to talk to you today, talk to you and talk to myself too, because I can be guilty of it at times, of talking death into things and not speaking life into things. And regardless, you know, sometimes we face situations, just face life in general, and it's not always roses. It's not always the best of times, but we can do what we can do and speak life into things. And I hear so many people talk about, oh, 2021, you know, when we get to 2021 New Year's, you know, let's say Jumanji or whatever instead of Happy New Year's, because we don't know what's coming. And we don't know what's coming, but we can choose to live in a state of mind of positivity and life instead of curses and death. So, you know, coming down here, this is not the best weather that I would prefer to have coming down to the beach for a week. And it looks like it could rain all week long. And so I could choose to be miserable, and I could choose to be negative about it, or I could choose to look at the positive of things and what good can I bring out of this. Yes, it's a time of rest, and it's a time of reflection, and it's a time that I can take and focus on the positive things in life. And we all, regardless if we think so or not, we have positive things and aspects in our life. So I just wanted to encourage us all today to think positive. You know, I may not get to lay out on the beach. I'm praying that I will. I'm praying God will part the waters, part the clouds, and that we will have some good times out on the water. But regardless, I'll have good times with my husband and my friends that will be joining us. So I just want to say that to you today. Be encouraged in the good things. I don't care what 2020 has brought so far. We don't have to curse the rest of the year, because God can move, and He will move. And regardless of what we see in the world, He can move in our individual lives. He can move in our families in a positive way. But let's watch our words and watch our mindsets, that we don't think negatively about the rest of our year, about the rest of our day. You know, our days may start off sometimes in a negative way, but we can choose to change that and turn it around, at least in our hearts and in our minds, that we're going to say, you know what, I'm not going to be negative about what's going on. I'm going to be positive. You know, life is not an Instagram post all the time. It's not perfection. It's not the perfect makeup, and it's not the perfect life, and it's not the perfect scenario of where we may be at the time. We need to quit living our life as an Instagram post, because there are great days in all of our lives, but there are bad days in all of our lives. But we have to make that choice to say, regardless of what I face on this day, in this week, in this month, in this year, I am going to speak blessings and not cursings. I am going to be positive and not negative. And I'm going to look on the bright side of things. That doesn't mean that we don't struggle, because there are days where my mind wants to go to the negative. My mind and my mouth wants to say the negative things instead of speaking life, instead of speaking the positive. So I just wanted to encourage us today to think on the good things, even in this monsoon that's happening right now. I'm at the beach. I'm sitting here with my husband and Hope laying there on the floor, and I'm blessed. Regardless of what I see around me, I'm blessed, and you are blessed today. And I just want to encourage you and to remind you that you are blessed today. You are an overcomer. You are so much further now than where you were before. Just keep those things in mind, that regardless of what we're facing around us, that God has got us in his hands, and we are blessed, and we are loved, and we are treasured. I love you guys today, and hope you have an amazing afternoon. Bye.